Hello and welcome to Behind the Music for Daily Hope. This week is our second week in our Timeless Call series, and we're sort of charging ahead in the Old Testament. Last week we discussed creation happened and a little bit about Adam and the fall of man, and now we are fast forwarding to Abraham. Do you know how many generations there were between Adam and Abraham? I didn't, so I had to go look it up. And so Abraham was the 19th generation after Adam. So there's a lot of things that happened, but a great story about Abraham and his call as we're focusing on these timeless calls. So I was thinking about what all happened with the begats, as it used to say in the Bible, as you know, Adam begat and begat and begot all the way down to Abraham. There were lots of stories that happened in between there. And then I was thinking about my own heritage in the musical world. I can trace my lineage all the way back to Johann Sebastian Bach. So Bach begot Kittel, and Kittel begot Rank, and Rank begot Hesse, and so on and so forth, down to Kimberly Marshall, who was my teacher at ASU. And so I am the 11th from descending students all the way back to Bach. And we can even go back farther than that to Buxtehude, who we know was very influential in the work of Bach. He traveled a great distance to see Buxtehude and to learn from him. And we see the influence in the writings of Bach as he was listening and learning from Buxtehude. And so much so that there's this great prelude and fugue that we talk about a lot that Bach wrote called St. Anne. And we think he probably gained his inspiration by listening to Buxtehude play a piece that sort of has the same fugue idea. So those influences that come down through the generation. Now, it's very familiar tune that we hear in this fugue. We know it as O God, our help in ages past. When it's in musical works, we refer to it as St. Anne, the St. Anne fugue. And these are the words from that hymn that we love. O God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come, our shelter from the stormy blast, and our eternal home. In the second verse, under the shadow of thy throne, thy saints have dwelt secure. Sufficient is thy arm alone, and our defense is sure. So through all of these generations, we know there were lots of things happening. Adam had to leave the garden. Somewhere in there, there's a great flood. Noah builds an ark. There's other generations that happen. Now we get down to Abram, who becomes Abraham. And he also has promises. And we also have promises here in our day. So think about that as I'm going to play a little bit of this fugue for you by Buxtehude, 12 generations back from me in the musical lineage. And I'll be back with you again next week.